What's gonna happen? There we go. All right, give that a second. Pull it up on my devices if it will let me. Love when that happens when it actually shows up in notifications, but it's not even going to right away. Of course, of course. Keep talking to you guys for a second. Happy Monday, everybody, and thank you for joining me for the first third of the week. Frankie's taking a little sidestep today because his allergies are just killing him. And smoking, smoke to your eyes while you're having your allergies, probably not the best thing. So a good call to let me do this one solo today. But that doesn't mean we're not going to smoke some good cigars, talk about some interesting stuff, things that I did not expect to be talking about today, actually. There is one in particular topic that we'll get into in just a minute, but thank you for those already joining. Appreciate it. Let's start off with what we are smoking today is the Factory Tour Blend from Perdomo. This is a very well-aged cigar that I got from Jeremy here at Culebras. It was one of the cigars that I got for participating in the pool tournament. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Good to see you. Brian, how's it going? And to everybody else who is out there right now, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button 1, 2, and 3 times. That works. What do you call it? Did you win the tournament? No, I didn't have to, Frankie. I didn't have to win. I already got cigars, all right? I was a moral victory. God, whatever. Eduardo, how's it going? Alfonso, how you doing? Good to see everybody here. Really do appreciate it, guys. Let's go ahead and light this up. Again, it is the Factory Tour Blend from Perdomo. I didn't actually lose. I let Frankie win to make him feel better. Come on. Damn it. I can hear it wanting to go. There we go. Woo. Come on, gentle. Gentle giant flame. My God. There we go. All right. And of course, I did check my lighter beforehand. It was working earlier, but that one decides to kind of give us some trouble from time to time. Doesn't bother me too much, as you see. It does work. It's just a little finicky once in a while. Once in a while. But that is not a big deal. Not to me, at least. I think it's a wonderful lighter either way. I mean, if I want to, do some creme brulee, I'm not exactly sure how to, but I know it does involve burning things. If I want to maybe solder 2 pieces of metal together, if I get it lighting, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. How many times in the night did you lose to the eventual term? More than once? Yes, it was at least twice. Of which you got lucky both times, which is fine. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, the news for today is pretty light. We're just going to sit around and talk for a second. Hopefully you guys are doing something enjoyable for this Monday. I know a lot of work out there and whatnot. Don't worry about any of that. No, put that to the back of your mind, all right? What do you guys got going on? What are you smoking? What are you enjoying today? Oh, yeah, happy birthday to Cam. I think it was Friday. Amber working. Yeah, of course. I get it. Lots of fun to have to work. Very nice, Jeff. Lighting up a Fratello, that blue you got in Reno. Good call. I haven't been to any shops in Reno because I haven't been to Reno in forever. I went with my friends a couple weeks after high school, and we all just finished turning 18. Like, yeah, let's just get out of Bakersfield. Let's go do something. And they did not seem to mind us being there, so we went. And it was a lot of fun. Didn't really smoke cigars then, though. This was definitely before that. Although rules and regulations, I could have if I wanted to, but just didn't at that time. Brian smoking the Salvador Dali. That is some good stuff right there, brother. Always a fan of that El Septimo. Very nice call. The Sacred Art line from top to bottom is wonderful stuff. For those who might not know it, again, it's all the same blend in different sizes, but those different sizes really lend themselves to different experiences. Much different experiences. Hey, Joe, how you doing? As you can see, I got this little tiny spot right there at the bottom that is not burning yet. Most of the time, I would go ahead and just correct that right off the bat. Just go getting started, whatever. Um, but I think if I just let it be, it's going to correct itself naturally, and that leads to a lot better of flavor, I think. The less you have to retouch and the less you have to burn your cigar, the better. Though you want it to happen kind of naturally, and the leaves are burning, so it's going to happen. If it gets crazy, I will obviously fix it. Who knew as young as high school graduate the road of life would lead you to being defeated by a pool master? I definitely knew that was going to happen, but it just hasn't happened yet. I have lost graciously to a pool. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what you call that if you have really good luck. Someone who got really lucky one night. I definitely have lost that way. But yeah, other than that, no, this pool master's not showing up yet. Now, what I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit, since I got the floor by myself right now, is something completely off the rails as far as what we usually talk about. And I want to see if I can pull up the YouTube video. We'll definitely not watch the whole thing, but it is. Let's see if I can pull this up. Basically, last week, the House had a hearing on UFOs for the first time in 50 years. They had a full-on hour and a half talk about UFOs. I'm going to watch the entire thing. Definitely want to talk about that at a later date. The word is champion. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But the point I'm trying to make is that they have been slowly, these little tiny tidbits of information have been coming out. You look at the footage from the Navy pilots. You look at some news clippings. There's found footage from people out there shooting their own stuff. Is it all real? I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think it's all going to be real, but it's some of it. That's the thing. It's the same idea behind automation. Does it have to be perfect, or does it need to be better than us? And better than us happens pretty quickly in these kind of situations. And in this particular idea, does it all need to be? Well, I don't know. Aliens or demons, Amber? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to judge them either way. All right, and unless they're being do one of those, I have no idea. Never met one. Yeah, either way. Had an ex who's kind of a demon though, but that's she's got her own problems. I just find it fascinating that with everything going on, hey Rich, how you doing? But with everything going on, they made time for not necessarily little green men or people from Xenu or however you want to classify it. That might interest me, but I kind of assume the government in one of the most precarious positions we have been in quite a while. Coming out of the pandemic, war in Ukraine, shortages on food and stuff, gas prices where they're at. They're like, nah, we got to stop. We need to take a break right now, and we need to make sure Zoltan does not come over here. We got to make sure that Mars Attacks is stopped. We have to find that song, put it on loop just in case, and blow everyone's head off. We need to get a hold of some kryptonite because that kind of threat. I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. And obviously, there's multifacets, and there's a bunch of people working within the government, so they can cover more than one thing at a time. But it's always that moment. It's like, do you really think this is a good idea? Yes, Joe, dude, where's my car? Frankie got that right away. Or did you put that in there before I said anything? That's such a stupid good movie. Whew. This is very nice, by the way. Unbelievably smooth. Let me see if you guys can see that on camera, how dark that wrapper is. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Again, this is the Perdomo factory blend, or factory tour blend. Been aging for quite some time. I'll have to ask Jeremy and get you guys exactly how many years. I'll throw it on there probably Wednesday. We can talk about it for a second longer. But man, I've always been a big Perdomo fan. I don't smoke them all the time, but they've definitely worked their way into my routine quite often. The Lot 23 and the 3 iterations it has are wonderful. The new 10-year anniversaries, either the Sungrown or the Maduro, are really good stuff. Obviously, this guy is hitting me in all the right spots. especially I think he's had time to mellow and age a bit. It really is smooth, just unbelievably smooth, and I really do appreciate that. It's it's those little things. Like I'm glad I'm smoking it, but I'm also sad that it's my only one. So now I can't smoke another one. Maybe I can talk to Jeremy or something. I can work out a deal, but there's plenty of those cigars that just once they're gone, they're gone, and it's very sad to see them go. But it's a wonderful experience while you're having it. See, yeah, Rich knows what I'm talking about. Those are definitely go-tos right there, and I really do like the brand across the board. I mean, Perdomo again. It's not the first one I pick. It's not usually the first ones we mention, but it doesn't mean that it's not high up there as far as quality, quantity out there, variety, easy to find, which is also very helpful too, especially if you want something consistent that you want everywhere. That's why I think people look into, you have your Fuentes, you have your Perdomos, Padrones. Heck, Drew Estate, honestly, is pretty much a staple. Rocky Patel. You're going to find something in those lineups that you can find from your home, local B&M, to one where you're on vacation, to you got dropped off in some random area because your car broke down. You have to stop for a couple hours while they fix it. And you find yourself a cigar lounge. And guess what? You're probably going to have one of those staples in there, which is a really nice thing. It's Roosters. I don't know if that's a staple across the board, but they are good cigars. Dang it, who makes those again? Don't tell me yet, Rich. Oh my gosh, it's not Viaje. Rojas, right? Does Rojas do it? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I feel like I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm right at the same time. That's gonna bug me. Whew. Such a good cigar. Very nice. Very smooth. Very happy about that. Jeff, after Friday's nicotine high, I needed a smooth cigar today. So so far, this one has fit the bill. The package said it's highly rated. I believe that. I 100% believe that. Fratello is some great stuff. They're doing great work over there. If you haven't had a chance to try them out, if you're out there, definitely hit them up. I think you're going to be very pleased. I think you're going to want to work that into your lineup as well. Fratello, spot on good stuff, really. That's the thing about so many brands is that working in a rotation, because let's face it, we don't all have a chance to smoke multiple cigars a day. So maybe you're doing one a day or two, or maybe you can only get like one or two a week. So rotation's gotta matter somewhere in there, because as much as I love trying new cigars, there are cigars I love to go back to as well. Frankie mentions it all the time. We have, the Oliva Serie V Milanio. Viva La Vida is wonderful. A lot of the Sinistro brand I like to go back to. The Kitsugi from Alec and Bradley. Jacob Slatter from Southern Draw. The Liga T52 or 9. Both of them great stuff. I have my last Black Label. Or is that Black Label? No, wait. BLK. BLK Mongo by Kyle Giese, the owner of Warp Cigar. Oh, very nice. That's one of those moments. Yeah, the last one you have. Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time because then you're like, remember this. I like this. Gotta hold on to that memory as best you can. Oh man. So we are finally getting everything back in order, and I'm gonna remake the what's what I'm looking for? Our intro video. And we're needing music. So if anyone knows anyone who's got music that I think we can use, because Facebook and YouTube and all that's getting very difficult to even use like copyright free music. It's still if it's claimed somewhere and they put a not a non-claim, I guess. If they say it's free to use, but they do have it somewhere else, Facebook and YouTube don't know the difference. So sometimes they will mark you down, and I don't want to get into that problem again. Not the artist's fault. Even if they decide, hey, I don't want you to use the music because I wanted to use that one your bro did. Which one was that? Ah, damn. I'll have to ask him because I'm not sure. Because I need some good music out there. It's not difficult, but it is at the same time. Yeah, no, I want to use that. I would love to, but it's one of those things. I look back on all the old videos, and copyright, 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 and they didn't give us a flag, so that was good. Um, oh, thank you, Stogie Chick, for sharing. I appreciate that. It just showed me, and I really do love that. I love. Oh my gosh, this is gonna bug me, and I have his name on here because during the pandemic, I was looking for music just to enjoy. There we go. Let's go to not genres. Go to the playlists. And it is John Worthy. John Worthy and the Bends. John Worthy and the Bends is an awesome band. He makes some great stuff. I did. I do know him, but it's not really him doing the copy. People, this is a kind of a common misconception. People don't file their own copy claims most of the time. It's just Facebook and YouTube doing their thing automated. I'm not gonna bug them about it too much. Like, I'll see what I can do, but again, it's still his music, and I still would like to be able to do something that I won't have to worry about, like going back every time and fixing. Deep purple smoke underwater. Oh my gosh, smoke underwater. I don't know. I think that might have some copyright issues on it. Might be, might be. What I would really love to do is maybe get a hold of a local band or somebody who knows someone who can help us with like a 15 to 30-second piece of something. I can, like, if you ever have that thing where you can hear it in your head, but you just can't hear it in person. You can't explain it. I'm not a music person. I really don't know. I don't know how to read music. I always wanted to learn. I just never did. I gotta get step up my game there. It is a difficult thing, I think, to make music. I think it's a very important and very difficult art form. So more power to those out there who can. The Lord knows it ain't me. Yeah, but that might not be a bad idea, Brian. Maybe I will just hit him up. But Rich, yeah, absolutely. I would love something new too, though. That's another really good point right there. If you got some friends who might, yeah, a bro who is in Steel Pulse. I don't know who Steel Pulse. I'm gonna YouTube in it. Sorry, everyone. I'm still with you, but I am looking this up. Steel Pulse. Oh shit. This might be right up my alley. Okay, I'm not gonna get into a YouTube hole while I'm on camera with you guys. Sorry, I'm focused. All right. Um, Number one thing I'm focused on, finally, actually getting back into the challenge for those who are participating in it. I know Steven is, Jeff is, Byron is, and there's a couple other of us. Finally, actually getting to my diet. I've been doing the gym thing pretty much every day, but that's not the hard part as far as the weight loss challenge. It's changing up the food because I want to eat whatever I want to eat, and they won't let me do that and look better. David Electri. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. All I know is that I can say that, and I will look it up, brother. I appreciate that. I'm just tired of butchering people's name. I feel so bad. It's never that difficult either. He has a new track he did on his own. Oh, that's awesome. That's again another difficult trait right there. That's a very good skill to be able to do because the production that goes into music alone is mind-boggling. I do have some friends in bands too here, and just the way they talk about being in studio, it sounds like being in prison sometimes. You're like, no, I just hate it so much. Love the music, but the actual production part of making music is just brutal. Being in front of people, performing, thinking of the songs themselves, knowing what they want to do artistically, can all just get wiped away with that terrible feeling of just I got to be in studio for hours upon hours upon hours. It's no different than editing film, but I would say a little more difficult because it's just one medium you're working on. You're just really focused on sound, and that's gotta drive you crazy. The detail and the those little subtle differences and those little changes you can make to what essentially breaks down to 3.5 minutes. Sometimes it could be longer, shorter, whatever you say, but that's still all you really get. Well, if you're filming a movie, you have an hour and a half to 2 hours to tell a story. Much easier. See, and Joe says she'd rather be in studio than on stage. I don't know, because that's what I was talking with Dylan, and when he had the bands come over, we used to have the other studio. Everyone was the opposite. They'd rather stage than studio. But Joe, then again, you always perform a little too hard. She gets a little too crazy for those out there who don't know. Um, she's like one of those bands, like the death metal bands that threw the pig head into the crowd, and then for some reason the crowd just don't come back. They don't like pig heads thrown at them. It's very weird. It's very close-minded, I would say. That is a joke, by the way. Don't throw pig heads at people. I think it's a bad idea. Um, anyway, like I said, the 50 Days of Summer thing is exactly 30 days from now. Then it will be over. So I'm finally hopping back on that. I will get back on track, and it's going to turn out very well. I feel like I might not win now because I see these guys putting in amazing effort. Like Jeff's already been doing really well. Byron and the guys from Classic Sticks have been pushing it pretty hard. So I appreciate that kind of effort right there. And I really want to get more people involved next time. I want to do more stuff like that, and other stuff like that. We really got to help out our buddies over at Cigars for Warriors again. We have not done a fundraiser for them in a minute, and I feel like I really do want to. I just want to think of something different than we've done before. So if you guys can help me think of a cool idea, I'm all ears. I would just love to have something to pitch, and then we can give like a good at least 3 weeks of advertising before I'm promoting it, try to get everyone involved. Maybe get some local sponsors because there's plenty of local businesses that will help out with our men and women overseas, with veteran groups, with a lot of good causes like that. But they have to know about it. Can't just expect them to show up if we don't tell them. I am barely into this guy, and I've been smoking for the full 20 minutes. That's all I've burnt so far. Do that. Boom. I just ran something by Trina about that. Well, Rich, let me know, because if Trina's involved, I'm always involved. No worries about that. Especially if it's to help the community. That's not something I would ever turn down. Like I love Trina to death to this day. If Zuzu had something to help the troops or a good local charity, I'd be there for her. If Mike over at Masfinos did, again, I'd be there. That's not a problem. If we're helping other people, we should all be on the same boat. We're not the biggest community in the U.S. It's 1% to 2% of the U.S. smoked cigars. So when we have a good idea to do something good for others, we got to come together. We got to make it happen. I've always been a big proponent in helping organizations and charities that affect and help kids. Is like the first things I look at. But a lot of the times, and I don't, I'm not mad about it, but a lot of them don't like tobacco fundraising for children's programs. Just take the money where you can get it. But I see their dilemma to an extent. But if we're trying to help, that's all. Don't want to rock any boats, but yeah. The song was for a Tom Curran video. Ooh. What's the name of the song? Yeah, that's very nice. Oh, there we go. The Search. Okay, I will have that right here. Yeah. There we go. All right. So I have that saved. I have that saved on my YouTube. I have saved. Oh, well, that's even better right there. Thank you, Brian. I can hit that link once I'm done with the live for today, because they don't let me click on it through StreamYard. It's one of the only setbacks to StreamYard. For instance, I think it was Rich a little while ago put a comment in there, but I can't see it because it might be an emoji or a GIF or something. And Facebook is just like, no, it's not Facebook. StreamYard's like, no, you're not going to get a lot of look at that. If you post links, I cannot click on them here. I can show them on screen. Like, there we go. I'm going to show the link, but it doesn't do a whole lot of good if I can't click on it. And I try not to. I'm trying my best, at least, not to go back and forth on YouTube and Facebook and just focus on you guys. But just is what it is when you're solo. That is very nice. Now, I've heard 2 people smoking certain things right now. Got Fratello. I don't think. Where was Brian's? The Mongo, but I don't remember where he got it from. Oh, it's gonna kill my brain. Okay, from the owner of Warped. Okay, yeah. What else are you guys smoking out there? What is on the docket, or what are you looking forward to in this upcoming week? Because we got plenty of week to happen. Summer's right around the corner. I know you guys got plans. I can't wait to hear about them. Blackworks, nice, very nice, Eduardo. Good call, good call. A lot of good stuff from that group over there. I'm a big fan of Dissident. Actually, there's some good stuff over there. Um, gosh, there's yeah, yeah. I could go on for a while about that. I'm gonna not get my names mixed up though, because there's a few companies in one group right there, and I hate mixing them up because they all do really great work and they all do have their own style and flavor profiles. Um, Maybe a couple of them are similar, maybe, but I think they all are all very unique, and I don't hate mixing them up like that. So I got to have my actual notes for that. Throws me off sometimes. The Gallo Pinto. Wow, where is that from? Yeah, Rich, where's that from? There's just so many friggin' cigars out there. It is a wonderful problem to have. Ah, okay. One thing I want to wipe off my bucket list is a cruise, as I've never done one yet. That is awesome. Um, I went on one when I was younger, and I absolutely loved it. Um, Shoot, we went for 3 days. We should have done the longer one. I forget what was the whole story behind that, but the entire time, like, damn, we should have stayed for the whole week. We should have done the longer cruise. So much fun. I My bucket list too, right there, Jeff. I want to take the um, like month long one that just takes you around. Like it goes. I don't think it's like worldwide, but it makes some very large stops. Oh, that's what the rooster's called. Oh, damn it! You got me tricked, Rich. I thought it was actually just called the rooster. Damn it! Now I'm befuddled and I'm mocked by Rojas. Okay, it is by Rojas. I remember that much. Are you back in Baco for now? Yes, Bill. I am here for a while. Um, the next time we really have to go anywhere, it's going to be Vegas for PCA because that is very close too. I mean, my goodness, where is my calendar? I'll pull this up real quick so I can have that running in the back at least. Do that. We're looking at two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks basically. 6 weeks until PCA, and we have a lot of work to do for that. We've actually been trying to upgrade the film setup um, from scratch, so that's it's easier to upgrade when you're at square one again and make it look really good. So I'm very excited to have new footage with some new camera equipment to show you guys soon enough. It also lends me to go back into and I know Frankie's been wanting to do this reviews. And my own fault, I've been slow on that because I'm like, well, I'm tired of using my phone for them, and I would love to have the laptop back to edit them properly, which I have now. And now it's no longer a matter of can we? It's a matter of um, we should, and I need to get my lazy butt off the chair and then edit. So I actually had an idea for those too. I was loved you guys your opinion on this. As we used to do it, we broke into the thirds, and we would my goodness do a time lapse in between the thirds. But I was thinking we could still do that and record the whole thing, so there would be a full review and talk. So it'd probably be like an hour long, depending on the cigar, 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Usually about there for those Toros and Robustos, 45 minutes to an hour and 15, yeah, maybe an hour and a half. Um, the bigger, obviously, the longer. Then we could have that one, break it down into the smaller one where we still time lapse and you just get the facts about first, second, and third. And we could break it down even smaller into a 60-second to a 30-second clip where we've been doing like on the reels, where it's literally facts, opinion, done. Just the meat, no vegetables. Ooh, oh gosh, that's nice. It's it's got such like a cocoa and coffee flavor to it. I feel like I could drink a black coffee and it would still taste more like something with chocolate in it. I probably should have made coffee before I started. I just wasn't feeling it right now. It is getting a little bit warmer here in Bakersfield. We're finally seeing those 100-degree days coming up in the next couple of days. 90 hasn't been that bad for me yet, but 95 and above, I already know I'm going to complain. So expect that a little bit. But I would love to. You guys, I know the reviews are a little more difficult right now, especially with YouTube being the way they're about to be. Some people were saying stuff about Facebook, but I've heard nothing about Facebook shortening their stuff. They just don't allow you. You have to push the save button for the videos to stay up there. Either way, we could still go over to. Did you see I moved over my support from Facebook and added it to Patreon Facebook? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, I think Frankie actually told me about that. Frankie runs the Patreon stuff. He tries to take care of that. He's trying to curate some more cigars and whatnot to widen what we do over there, which I'm not going to lie, took a big hit when we got robbed the 2 times. And things really got scrambled up this year pretty bad, but they are finally, by the end of this month, everything will be back on track, which makes me very happy to hear. But yeah, we really do appreciate the support on either, honestly. That's wonderful. I really do appreciate that, brother. If you guys can, again, $4.99 a month on Facebook. For that $15 tier, Frankie adds in some cigars as well over on Patreon. Both of them get their own wheel this Friday, as a matter of fact, because it is the end of the month. We have some really cool stuff that I'm excited to get into your guys' hands. Big thank you to Jason Newman and Drew Estate and Banff for sending us some stuff to do that. Mosfinos has got some stuff in there as well. So big thanks to everybody who's already donated to the prize circle. And then we have some other stuff we're going to throw in there as well. So there's going to be plenty of prizes for you guys to win. Again, a couple of questions. Best Ash has been friggin' phenomenal this time. This has been one of the best Ashes we have done. Double best Ashes, all right? Absolutely excited about that. And one of the biggest turnouts for birthdays. My God, there's a lot of May birthdays, and I am so happy to see that. A happy birthday to everybody, and for everyone, honestly. For every month, I'm really happy, even if we get a couple of them. But we have so many more that signed up this time. You know, I think we almost have one for every day of the month. If we added just a couple more, it's incredible. Really do appreciate you guys hopping on there. So you have those two. You have the questions. You have the Facebook and Patreon. We might be increasing to a couple other ways during the summer. I have some ideas about that, but I want to make sure they work before I just start setting them out there. I think through the ideas a little bit sometimes. But other than that, guys, Frankie will be back on Wednesday. Once we get him some better stuff for the eyes, got to make sure they're working proper. We will be talking about the new series, The Offer, that we've been getting into. It is a story about the production and behind the scenes of the first Godfather movie, which is just very interesting. If you're into that kind of stuff, you're going to like it for the production side. If you're into just mob stories in general, because it is very heavily in there. It's not just a movie based on it. It's a movie influenced by it. Or if you just like good stories that are based on true events, you're going to enjoy it. Very well written, very well acted. It's episodic. They're about an hour each, so be prepared. I think you're going to have like 7 hours of content to get through, but it's easy to watch it all. It really is. Then obviously, I think Thursday, it's supposed to be Friday, but they always have their Thursday releases for the new, oh my goodness, they have the Bob Burger movie, which I'm excited about. But they also have Top Gun, Maverick. Cannot wait for that. 1 month only has 2. I want to switch my birthday to that month. A better chance of winning. No, you don't get to switch your birthday, Jeff. Your birthday's your birthday, all right? There's no cheating. No birthday cheating. Robert, how you doing? Good to see you. Honestly, but again, thank you guys so much for participating in that stuff. It helps it keep going. The more people who are involved, the better we can make it, It really does do a number on that. And really do appreciate you guys watching the Reels, by the way. That's been a huge bump up for us. Facebook said push the Reels, so we're trying to push the Reels. Every time you guys share those, I cannot tell you how helpful it is. So the Reels, the live streams, those are the big things they want us to push. And I'm amenable to that because they allow us to do stuff like talk to you guys and have things like the Patreon and the Facebook group. So if they want that kind of content, we'll put other kind of content. As long as you guys keep liking it. That's the important thing as well. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it for there, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday. I will talk to you very soon. See you guys Wednesday, all right? And if you have any suggestions for what we should be smoking these next couple episodes, put them in the comments. I would love to hear some suggestions. Hopefully we can get them in time for the next show. All right, guys. Have a good one.